Okay, yes, ma'am. Stop jumping up and down because it makes me seasick.
Okay.
Stand still. I can't. Do you want a stool to sit on?
No.
You sure?
I just have anxiety.
Okay. Miss Diallo, how long had you been in the online wig business?
3 years now.
And on what date did Miss Taylor contact you?
October 1st of 2021.
Had you ever dealt with her before?
I haven't. A customer of mine actually referred her to me.
You had not dealt with her before?
Correct.
And her first order was for what?
A 34-inch deep wave wig unit.
I don't know what that is. Tell me how much it cost you.
$391.
And how much did you charge Miss Taylor?
$491.96.
And you shipped it to her?
No, I didn't.
Where did you ship it?
Right now, I didn't ship anything at the moment.
Okay, so she ordered the first one for $491.
Yes, and then after that, I shipped after.
How many did she order all in total?
In total, 5.
And she said to you nobody else was supposed to drive the car?
Yes.
And she said she didn't want any other kids in the car?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did she tell you she didn't want you to drive out of state?
Nope.
No. Did she tell you to be careful?
All the time.
Well, when she let you drive her car, what were the rules, if any, that she gave you?
There was not. I don't recall. Just be careful and don't hit nothing.
Well, that's good advice. Well, on what date did you hit something?
Maybe last. I don't recall.
Miss Hector, is she acting for me today, or is this what her attitude is?
This is it.
Then I wouldn't have let her have a car. Why did you let that
Thought
attitude
she was
have
more
a car?
responsible.
You mean when she was asking for the car? Because now she's acting like an idiot.
Right. When she was asking for the car, I didn't get none of this attitude.
I mean, did she ever give you this attitude, or is
No.
it just me?
Judge, it has to just be you.
Yeah, well, I have that effect on people sometimes. They get stupid. You know, they're smart outside, they come in here, and they leave their brains at the exit sign.
Right.
How old are you?
17.
You were driving that morning?
Yeah.
Yeah is not an answer.
Yes.
Yes is an answer. Who was in the car with you?
My little sister.
How old is she?
11.
Do you have a driver's license?
Now I do, yeah.
Did you, on May 6th, have a driver's license?
No.
I assume you were taking your sister to school,
Yes.
and then you were taking yourself to school.
Yes.
This was in May. How long had you been driving your sister to school?
6 months.
Where was your mother?
At work.
Did you drop her off at work first?
No.
How does she get to work?
Her own car.
Who owns the car that you were driving?
My mom.
So your mom has 2 cars.
Yes.
What other adults live in your house?
Just my mom.
Your mother,
Yes.
your sister,
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah.
When was the car purchased that you were driving with your sister?
It was a gift.
Who was it a gift to?
Me.
Whose name is it in?
My mom's.
When did you get it? Month and year. Don't speak to him. You're a moron.
How?
You're a moron.
That's not me.
You're a moron. So's your mother.
That's not me.
Why? You're a moron. So's your mother. You have a protective order against you for 3 years. That means that a court found you guilty of the acts that were committed here on the 18th of November of 2017. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I don't care about not remembering the date or getting your dates confused, getting your county confused, getting the state confused, getting your brain confused. You have a protective order that found you guilty of the acts alleged on November 18th in a court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Then you're guilty. Then you're going to fix the window. And if a court found you guilty...
How if that wasn't me?
If the court found you guilty, I am going to find you guilty. Do we get each other?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't
That
me.
was-
And it
that
wasn't your
wasn't
mama. Okay.
She was like real drunk, out of her mind, and swinging her arms, and I just know the phone went out the window.
My phone went out the window. I was on the phone with the dispatcher telling her that I
Just a
need
second.
assistance.
Do you have that? Do you have that report from the dispatcher? I'd like to see it.
Not the report from the dispatcher, but I got the report from his parole officer.
No, I need a report from the dispatcher. That you were on the phone with the dispatcher.
No, I don't got that report from dispatcher.
Good. Listen, I can't deal with 2 drunk people. When you get drunk, bad things happen. That dress is neither this dress nor this dress.
And I can tell you further.
That red dress
Yes, ma'am.
is neither the dress that you tell me that you agreed on. It's certainly not this dress. This dress has no sleeves.
Yes.
It's a halter.
Right.
This dress has an all-lace top
Yes, ma'am.
and comes all the way down in the front
That's the back. And I also have where she said she did not want the lace. I told her explicitly, you will not have lace at the top because you did not provide lace. She said she did not want lace. I said you will have material only. And I have the text messages telling her that also.
Miss Alexander, I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
tell you, I usually side with the dressmaker,
Yes, ma'am.
but that is an awful dress.
Thank you.
You know that he has no right to drive a car.
He had a driver's permit.
I don't care if he had a permit. You know he has no right to drive a car with a minor in the car.
Well, he took some classes, and we were told by the instructor.
No, don't tell me what you were told by the instructor, madam. Your insurance company disclaimed on this if you had insurance because he's not allowed to drive a car. Is that correct?
Yes.
What insurance carrier do you have on your car?
AAA.
Who insures the car that he was driving?
AAA.
On your name?
Yes.
When he had this accident, the insurance company, AAA, disclaimed on the accident because he was driving the car.
Yes.
Did they drop you from your policy? Did they drop your policy?
No.
Did they raise your rates?
No, because I was changing insurance at that time when
So-
the accident happened.
So you had no insurance?
We had insurance.
Just look at me. On the 6th of May, do you have proof that there was insurance on the car that he was driving? Do you have a driver's license?
It's suspended.
Did you have a good license on that day that you drove the car?
I did not.
Why was it suspended?
I have unpaid parking tickets, and I failed to appear court.
On whose car?
I'm sorry.
On which car did you have unpaid parking tickets?
Before I was be able to drive.
What?
Yeah, I had a license before when I was driving.
I asked you, on what car did you have parking tickets?
On my mom's car.
That's a lie. They wouldn't suspend your license if you had parking tickets on your mother's car.
Yeah, because I failed to appear court.
What difference does it make? They were parking tickets. It goes to the car, not to the driver.
Well, that's
Nah.
what it is.
With all due respect, I don't understand why my driving record is relevant. Number
Then-
one, number
then
two.
why didn't you
when
pay-
I got arrested in 2010 or whatever, that ticket was from like 2001 or 2003. It was all
Who
old
cares?
stuff.
Why didn't you pay her and pay off this bond? It's not her bad. It was your
It's-
bad. Why didn't you pay it?
To the best of my recollection, she paid that. That was on her. That was our agreement. That was what we negotiated.
That's what we're making.
Your Honor, we were in a relationship, and when you're in a relationship, you do things to help the other person
Just
out.
a second. I want to know what you did to help her.
I mean,
Other
during-
than
in that-
being
in
you,
that- in that
other than
situation-
having a me. I mean, I had one guy here who said years ago, you get a me. I want to know, other than getting a you,
Again, Your Honor.
I want to know, other than getting a you, what did you give her?
In regards to that, no clue. But I gave her plenty of other things throughout our
So
relationship.
no clue means you're clueless.
In regards
What
to
did
that
we-
topic, yes.
Okay. Does that sound familiar to you, sir, that you filed a case there?
Yes, it did, and she was not serviced.
Just a second.
There was no service done.
I was
Just
there
a-
when he served the papers, and you did serve her, and you stood behind her, watched her check for about 10 minutes after you served her. You served her personally.
And I-
stood
Just
there,
a second.
watched you because
Just
I
a
knew
second.
you were.
Anne, did you serve her?
No, I cannot serve. Service
Exactly.
must be done.
Hey, just listen to me. Just a second. You served her. You gave her the papers.
Yes, I did, and that is not service. Service must be a third party.
So why did you
Just
serve
a-
me? Hey, do I look like I need help? Do I look like I need help? When a court gets the impression that somebody's a liar, they question everything that they say. Now, you told this man that he was the father of this child. He believed you.
I did tell him that there was another guy, that there was a possibility that the other guy might have been the father, but
I don't believe that. It doesn't strike me as being accurate, madam, that you gave him any suggestion whatsoever that this was not his child, because if you did, it is unlikely that he would have left his mother's house and moved to be closer to the baby, that he would have gone over and spent days with this baby, bonding with this baby, feeding her according to you, holding her, taking her out, taking her to... You're his mother?
Yes.
Did he used to bring the baby to your house?
Yes.
Visiting a grandmother, getting this whole family involved with this baby. If you had said to him, listen, there's a chance the baby's not yours, doesn't make sense. That's why I think you're a liar. what?
Your Honor,
What?
not to interrupt you, but me and Jeffrey have had a on
Jeffrey and
Jeffrey and I have had an ongoing relationship since 2013. That year.
Well, Miss Williams, that would be foolish of you because since 2013, he's made 2 children with the defendant. And Jeffrey's very fast. I mean, he goes to college here, he goes to online school, then he goes to Indiana State University. So actually, you don't want to tell me that you would had an ongoing on and off relationship with him since 2013 because he and the defendant were clearly involved in a relationship that you should have known about.